few things I have to work on tonight. I have some software updates that I need to make to my platform, and I really need to get organized around some of the playbook for my business and how I organize and share information as I start to work with a little bit of a team potentially coming up soon. And a little bit of content planning, things like that. So I have a mix of different projects that need my attention tonight. But the thing that I really want to start with is organizing all of my thoughts and plans for the app updates, like in a text document. So I kind of just, I'm kind of old school. I like working in like a simple notepad document. And writing down my thoughts in a very like stream of consciousness way that then I can develop out the actual like notes and instructions or things like that on what to actually do. So there's going to be a lot of typing this evening. I'll probably be mumbling to myself a bit and just kind of keeping myself on track. So thank you for being here with me. Hopefully you can get a little bit of work done too, if that's something that you like to do, or you can just relax. Okay, so first and foremost, I am going to be working on the dashboard. So my app has like a welcome dashboard. Just /home. And that one is really lovely. It's a nice presentation. I think it's styled well, and there's really good valuable stuff on that screen. But the problem is there's a lot of stuff on that screen, and my goal for my users there is to help reduce their cognitive load. And I think what I've unintentionally done with that display is add to their cognitive load by giving them a bunch of choice. So let's fix it. I said I was going to do updates to that page first, but what I'll note down is that I want to like relabel sections to help people quickly identify the purpose and goal for each of the modules on the page. So there's like a moon phase. So I want to add more context to the moon phase module. So it says like the moon is in Libra, and it gives you like a little note about how that might impact your business. It's a business. It's an app for self-employed people. So it specifically relates to like what their business is. So I need to go back and rewrite the moon phase descriptions to just be a little bit more supportive and a little bit more helpful. So to make the one-liner more useful and helpful. Okay, and then there's a community included. So there's like this community pulse that like rotates and tells you what's going on in the community that day, more common posts. And I think I want to add like a recent post or top post widget to the dashboard. Yeah. And then I want there's like a make the most of your day widget that summarizes like the daily astrology forecast for the day and their human design type and their gene keys type and their values and different things that they've put into the app. It's like a self-discovery app for self-employed people. So it takes the things that they've given the app and the astrology for the day, and it kind of gives them like a little blurb. So I want to have that widget link over to the daily forecast. last but not least, I think on here, you know what? I have two of my keys are swapped. I accidentally put the plus sign and the dash sign backwards on my keyboard. I need to fix that. I'm gonna write myself a note. It's one of those things where if I don't write it down, I'll never do it, and they'll in the middle of writing, and then it's frustrating me. Okay, so okay, and then the last thing it has is make the planner orientation more obvious. So there's also like there's a planner feature in the app, and it organizes and like prioritizes the tasks that you have in the planner based on the astrology and like the make the most of your day widget above there. So I think that could be like merged actually. So I'm gonna write that, maybe merge with the make the most of your day. Okay. So the goal, I'm gonna write this down for myself, is the goal of the home screen is to orient users to reduce I always have that thing where when someone's watching, I make a lot of errors with my typing, and I know that like technically no one's watching, but it feels like it. Okay. So, okay, I think that's everything I wanted to change for that dashboard. The biggest change, the one I'm the most excited about, is like the new welcome screen. Right now the dashboard is the welcome screen, but I'm gonna add a new one that's like a layer above that. Should be like a layer above the dashboard. I'll probably call it /welcome. I should check my code. No, I'm gonna get distracted. I'll make a note to check my code and make sure I don't have that as a page already. I feel like I might. I don't know. It's been a minute since I worked on onboarding and stuff. Okay, so the new welcome screen, it's going to say something like, welcome, where could you use the most support right now, or something like that. So I'm thinking like they can either enter in like what they need help with, like their it's now not where could you use the most support, it's where or what is feeling heaviest right now. Okay, and then the options would be something like I need clarity on a decision. I'm feeling stuck. I'm feeling lonely. I have a community that they can go to. just thinking through, like, as they if they were to like have an open entry, I really don't want to use AI as much as possible. I try to not have this be like a super AI. There's AI in the like some of the synthesizing of the initial inputs and in some of the writing of the app, and everything else is like programmed and coded with logic to work. So I'm trying to reduce like the AI load. So I'm trying to think about how I would code those inputs. So like having some set, like I need clarity on a decision, I'm feeling stuck, I'm feeling lonely, I need help focusing, prioritizing, like those choices. Like I really need to think through like what the language should be there. And that's one of the times when I need to go back to my market research and see like how people are actually talking about that. You know what I mean? So kind of make a note to go back and look at that later. Now, it's looking really good. We need to also figure out like the destinations. So let's actually write that out because there's multiple options for each one. So the goal is for them to ask for or to clarify their need on the welcome screen, and for the app to guide them to a possible destination or share the options for destinations or destinations. Okay, so that's going to take me a little bit of time to figure those things out, and that's okay, but I'm going to go and make a pass. So if it's like feeling stuck, I have like a tarot card. Chatbot they can use. Oh, and then I have an idea generator. And then thinking partners section of the club or group chat. Okay. Feeling lonely. Group chat or general feed. Suggest they share with the club. Even check the vibe of the day. Okay, so yeah, this is where they could check the forecast to see if there's something up astrologically. Okay, the next one. Decision making. Okay, now this one's trickier because I am building out a new tool. I'm building out a new tool for that. That's not ready yet. So I could say like chatbot or the forecast, that kind of thing. Oh, and then like the club. They could go to the club. Okay. I keep pressing the wrong freaking button on my keyboard. Okay. This is going to get pretty big, so I'm gonna write that out. jump into all this tonight. But, well, when else am I going to do it, right? Alright, we're going to go ahead and just write it up. I'm going to open my terminal and pull up my code. I'm going to use a combination of my own code and Claude code. So let me set my model. So my idea generator. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to continue to think through like the names for the tools. For example, I have, like I think I already said, I have like a tarot card flip tool, and that is something that I've included in the app. Not so much for like tarot, for like fortune telling, I guess, as people would call it, but I love using tarot for what I call just like creative thinking and starting like just a visual cue to like think outside the box. Actually, maybe some night I will show you how I do that. But it's more about like noticing the card and allowing your brain to think creatively to get out of like that stuck feeling, like that mental block that you might be in. So that's how I like to use it in my business. I use it quite a bit like that in my business. I love it. And so I've included that in the app. But right now it's just like called a tarot card pull, which is obviously an appropriate name, but it doesn't actually help anyone understand how and why to use it. So, yeah, I want to kind of like repackage it a little bit to make more sense in context. So if someone's feeling overwhelmed or feeling stuck, they like know that this tool is available to them. So anyway, yeah. So the other thing is I'm just kind of noting that I need to plan to like maybe you do some type of like keyword map so that when someone types into like what they need, that it goes actually, so it's not using AI unnecessarily. So yeah, let's see. I feel like my notes have gotten extremely messy, and this is like what I was saying. My other task is to really get things cleaned up. drinking sounds in my relaxation listening. I guess we can call it ASMR, but you know, like when I'm chilling and relaxing, I really am not a fan of like eating and drinking sounds. So I have the mic turned down pretty far. I have a feeling the keyboard noises are gonna be too loud, but I suppose we'll see. I did an audio test and it was okay, but you know, I think it's actually not the keys. My keyboard is like a silent keyboard, mostly. You know, it's not like one of the really expensive ones, but it's a nice keyboard. It has like the silent key switches in them that I switched out. But they're almost like the pressure on the desk. Like even when I tap the desk, it adds a lot of sound. So I might try to edit a little bit more tonight and see if I can reduce those sounds. I'm hoping so. Okay, I'm just reading through my notes because I like, oh my gosh. So I take so many notes in my phone, and I also use like Claude and things like that, and Notion, and I actually use my daylight planner. I use all these different tools for different things, and I'm trying to like reduce that. You know, that's part of what I'm trying to do is like scale things back down a little bit, but I can never like exactly remember where I put something sometimes. Oh, that's sorry, that was loud. I forgot where I was. Okay, I have 4 children and it's summer vacation. So during the day, sometimes I'll open my phone and put something in my notes app or like audio transcribe something into like a Google Doc or leave myself a voice memo, and it's just a little bit all over place, and that's totally on me. I'm a systems and workflow person, and so I can be a little bit of a perfectionist to where if I don't feel like I have the right system and the right workflow, like I don't use it. I like wait for it to be the right thing. It's really annoying, but you know, it's okay. So we're working on it, right? We are working on it. Okay, I think I'm actually going to wrap up here because I'm starting to feel a little overwhelmed. Just finished my tea. I think I'm going to take a little break and dig through my notes a little bit, and then I'll see you guys in a couple videos. Good night.